Hi there, my name is Jenny Penton, founder of Planner Perfect. I coach women how to write a better story through the power of scripting. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you the July Planner Perfect journal and planner subscription. July's box. Now, I know this one is after the deadline, but no worries. The August reveal that I do for you in July will be right on time, so that if you would like to see it before you grab it, then you can get your hands on it. But really and truly, being a subscriber and getting your planner and journal right to your door so you can focus monthly on planning, morning pages, and all the accessories you need to plan your life, then this box is for you. I coach women how to script, and scripting is a detailed first-person perspective of writing out your life and what you want and how you want it to flow and where you want to go. And the way my planners are set up is to accommodate that kind of visionary. And if you've ever been on the fence to get on this box, I think you're gonna really, really love this. And in the end, also stay tuned where I'm going to actually coach you a little something in scripting to get you started on your July box. So I'm gonna turn you around and show you what's coming to your door. Okay, so here is the box. And one thing I don't have in here, girls, is the stickers. But you are going to see everything else. The stickers will be a surprise for you. You will love them. And here is the planner and the journal. I absolutely love just the font. It's so cute. It's so perfect. And then I love the little heart here for the 0. I love the beach girl. You know what I especially love is the texture of the side, which wraps around to the back. As you can see, it's so cute. And here is where, write a better story. Got your plan, your calendar. You've got room for your goals. This is where you're going to be real detailed about your goals. You can look on my playlist for goal pages, ideas that I have done, whether it's birthday parties or there's a project you're doing for yourself or anything. There's lots of different things you can write down in your goal pages specific for that month, which really, when you get real detailed, just gives you such ammo when you sit in a quiet place and write out these goals, because you'll be ignited with ideas. And here are I have dot grid A5. You can pick your pages on the inside, and you've got 2-page spread for each day, except for the weekend as of now, which I am adding extra pages to make sure that happens. This is where you script. This is where life happens. This is your life on paper, and it flows from here. This is something where you're in the quiet and you're envisioning your life, and you create your day. You create it, because everything that's created is from the unseen. It comes from the mind first. As a woman thinketh, so in her heart, in her heart, in her heart. That's your mind. Whatever, so as a woman thinketh, in her heart, so is she. You're going to want to think right. You're going to want to make sure that you're a visionary, and you're going to see right. You know how you see right? You go off the word of God, not the world and what's already in it. You go off of what the promises are, what the finished work is. You work from that state. If not, you're going to get a real mixed bag. So this is how you script. This is a tool that will get you there. I'm going to give you a little bit of inspo there in the end of this. So stay to the end, and I will really make sure that I give you just a little bit of some inspiration before you dive in for your July month in review. This is a great place to kind of look back and see all the wonderful things that happened, and focusing your attention on all of the good that flowed out of your month, so you can step into your next month with confidence that the next month will flow the same. I love the look of this. It's just simple beauty. It's calm, and I love it. And I love how it says by the sea. I know you girls are going to love working in this as your morning pages. Again, make sure you get into my video on morning pages. This is something that is so beneficial to prep your day with morning pages. And I do 2 to 3 full pages every single day. And you just start scripting, and you just start writing anything that comes to your head. And pretty soon, in that quiet, with your tea or coffee, the true creativity juices start flowing, and your life gets just on fire, full of ideas about your life, which is God speaking to you. So get excited about morning pages. It's a full wrap, which again, simple and beautiful. All of it is very calm and gorgeous. And I hope you girls enjoy it. Here are the tip-ins that come with this box. These are great for writing things on the back as addendums. You tip them into your planner. You can put a sticker on it to hold it right on top, and then you can flip it up, and you can write up, upside down on it, because you're going to flip it up from the sticker point. Like, oh, I'm going to grab this, and this, or this time I'm going to do this, or you could put scripture here. You could put an affirmation here. This is also great for that. I love doing that. Or you can put washi in it right there and put it into the center seam of the book. So you get 2 of each of these tip-ins. So here you have the journal cover, gorgeous. This says summer already. Kind of the same version, but different version. Summer 2025. Love it, love it, love it. I just thought it was so cute, and I love the font. Dress up, dress down. I love it. And look how cute. For your calendar, little lobsters here. Such a fun beach theme. This is so perfect to stick into the front of your planner with a magnet clip, to put on your desk on a little holder. I love these little cards. Started years back, and I just absolutely love it. And it really brings an element. Then the washi, so cute. Little waves, blue waves, cute little texture of water. And then you've got the little lobster.
And so that is what you're going to want to do is sign up by the end of June here.
So beachy themed, and you're absolutely gonna love getting.
So you just need to sign up by July 1st
scripting
in order to get the August
July
box. Girls, awesome! I hope you loved the sneak peek of the Planner Perfect Planner and Subscription box. If you want to get in on the next box, you just need to sign up before the 1st of July so that you can get in on the August box. So, but let me just give you, as you go to, when these are going to be coming to your door, or if, you're going to be getting your August one in the door, if you want to sign up for the August one, the link is going to be in the description. Let me go ahead and just give you just a little bit of inspiration, so that when you open up your box and you have your monthly planner, so that you can really script how you want your whole month to go in full detail. And then you go into, you can use your planner, your journal. I talk about using it as your morning pages, which is a perfect way for you to brain dump everything that's in your head. So now you can receive just a God download on all that He has for you. And so if you want to see that video, make sure you do up here about morning pages, and get started when your planner comes to when your journal comes to your door. But when you're scripting, and whether you're new with me or you're not, scripting is what I teach, and it is one of the most valuable tools in being able to achieve your goals and to achieve your dreams and to live fully and in abundance. Because for starters, I want you to define what you want and know what you have to know what you want. I want you to define it. And I think a lot of women think it's taboo to actually have a dream or to actually have goals outside of, let's say motherhood. They feel like our roles are to be, it's a sacrificial role when, yes, there may be some sacrificial areas in motherhood, no doubt, homeschooling mama bait. But, that does not mean that you are putting yourself on a back burner for eternity. Now, I know for me, I wanted to know, was there more to me than being a mom after my fourth child came into this world? I was like, it's a little Groundhog's Day. I just wonder, who is Jenny? Who am I? And that's when everything started to shift for me, that I didn't want to put myself on the back burner, but I indeed could work with my talents and my gifts within my role as mom. And so I began to paint and write and do blogs and cook and bake and put my recipes on blogs that I feed my children to this day. And it's just one of those things where for decades I lived where I scripted my life. And when I began to use my gifts and talents for others outside of the home, that's when I really got invigorated and excited just with life and in my own motherhood. It like lit my motherhood on fire even, because it was just ignited it and made it just so much more fulfilling, because I was filling my cup by pouring out to others and sharing with others what I knew and and inspiring them in their lives with planning their lives and living in abundance and fulfilling their own dreams and their family's dreams at the same time. And I was always on a search for a planner that would allow room to be able to script out my dreams. And because I couldn't find one, I created one myself. And so the pages are full, free, and big and roomy. Not a box, not a square, but it is 2-page spreads of where you're coming from a goal pages first in the planner, where you are going to be defining what you want for that month with all of its detail. Then you're going to be pulling from that. And as you write out your days, it's how you want to live from the time you wake up till the time you go to bed. And what that does is, and you're doing it as though you've already lived that day. Like you're going to be really thinking through, that's the hard work, not actually doing the work and you're in the world working around. The hard work per se is going to just be this mental, because we are going to be working in the unseen first, where instead of living a reactionary life, we're more visionaries. And we know that everything unseen is first and how creation starts. And then we see it in our world. So everything starts here, because as a man thinketh in his heart is his mind, so is he. We start here. And so we need to be able to hold thought captive. If it's not in our favor, we're going to want to make sure that we are really preparing our lives the night before with how we want it to go in full detail. And an example might be that I'll say, I woke up at this time, had the best coffee, did my devotions, worked in my morning pages and in my goal pages, looked through my planner. My boys woke up, we had a wonderful breakfast, we laughed, it was so much fun. We spent a lot of time laughing together and things like that. We all ate this for breakfast. I used my homemade bread. We had some good eggs, and my husband rose, and we were all together in the morning. And then I'll go into my whole flow of my day down to dinner, and like it was a beautiful night out. We were outside. We decided to go for a walk. It's what and when you're sitting in the still and you're quiet and you're in this state of more calm, that kind of brain activity is slowed down, so that your brain, your subconscious mind actually grabs hold of that information readily. It's not in this hyper vigilant to-do list, quick, to do, this, put a sticker on it, bam, beta state, We want to be in the more calm, peace state, because that's where we find God, quite honestly. That is where God is, the calm and the peace. Be still and know I'm God. You want to be in that peace state to be planning your life out. And you want to be able to know God's promises, what he has for you, and you're going to actually live, script from that state of mind. You're not going to be writing down your struggles and creating a life built around broken. You're going to live a life according to the promise. And that takes time. What does that day look like? Where are you going? How are you living? What are you doing? You're flowing. You feel good. You had great energy. You had fun and laughter. And you were asleep quick by 10. That's kind of how, you would start your scripting. And it's just inviting, it's exciting, and if you're new at it, it could be daunting. But make no mistake, every part of your life is always starting in your mind, whether you think it is or not. So you might as well be intentional about it and bring into this world and create from a state of coming from your desires and God's promises, rather than from you reacting from all of the wishy-washy creation that you've been doing by what you're thinking and how you're feeling and all of your up and down, and you're seeing those kind of seeds begin to take harvest. So you have all of this harvest all over the place, and you're reacting to it, and then you're reacting to it, and that's emotional. And so now your brain thinks that you want to see more of it, and you just keep living in a perpetual loop. So instead of responding to our own creation that we don't even like all the time, we need to go into the quiet and into the still and really envision what we want for our lives. And we really need to get into the Word and know what God wants for you and what he says about you and who you are and your identity and his promises, because that's where you plan from. That's where you live from. You don't live from a reactive, broken person trying to fix things. You're coming from a place of, this is my life, and this is how I desire it to go. And you're in a calm and peaceful state. And I'm telling you, when you're in that calm and peaceful, quiet place, your mind pays attention, and it's going to absorb it readily and say, this girl has lived this. And now if you can maintain this kind of every day, and that's what happens with Planner Perfect. When you're working in the planners and you're always doing this and you are always in the front seat and you're preempting, you are going in there with your desires of your heart and what God's implanted in you, and you're writing and scripting all of that out. Now you've got a steady flow going in your life. You're living in a flow of God. You're living in God's peace. You're living in his pool. And if things happen, you already know. You don't react crazy, because things are going to happen. But you don't react because you know that you can go inward. You can go in, and you know that when you line up with God, when you're at peace again, you just go back in and you know how to create and to change things. You tapping into his power. God gave you dominion, use it. Don't use it for things you don't want. And when you don't know something, you are going to suffer. When the truth is going to set you free. If you're just kind of living a yo-yo up and down all the time life, you want to know how to do it. Scripting is the way to go when you're in your planner. Don't be this hurried, no attention span world where everything is fast and quick and to-dos and here and there with not one thought for where you're going and where your family is going. You've got to slow down, get into that peaceful state, and start scripting from a place that God gives you those downloads of the desires of your heart, and you script that life out. And it may look completely different than everyone else. And quite frankly, you know you're on the right path when that's happening. So I want you to try it out. Open up your planners, have an amazing time getting in there and scripting your life. It'll invigorate you to know that you're a creator, that you actually have the God's power that you can tap into, and he's given us dominion. Use it and have a wonderful time in your planner. I hope you guys love the July box. It's going to be coming and shipped to your door soon. And again, sign up by July 1st to get in on the August box. Thanks for being here with me at with Planner Perfect's reveal, and